Hi friends! Welcome to our Creativity Club. I'm Meredith, the brand ambassador for Faber-Castell USA Creativity for Kids. Just a few notes about today's class. So if you missed something, this is being recorded and you can always go back and check it out again. Also, I can't see or hear you during class, but there's plenty of other ways you can interact with me. There's a chat box, so you can always type in any questions that you have in the chat box. Also, there's a little smiley face at the bottom of the screen, and you can send me an emoji to interact with me, and that would be super fun. During the webinar, I'm going to ask you your opinion on certain things. So a vote here box will pop up on your screen, and you can just vote as to whatever I'm asking, and I can get your opinion that way. Finally, there's links for you to follow us on social media. So we'd love to see what you do, what you create. Just ask an adult or an older friend to take a picture and put it up on our social media accounts, and just hashtag Creativity for Kids. So that would be wonderful. All right, so today we are unboxing our Plant and Grow Woodland Forest. And this is a brand new kit, and I can't wait to go over it with you. So let's get started. All right, here we go. And we have, already this is adorable. We have our little base of our mushroom and the top that goes with it. We have adorable little mushrooms and a baby little snail in here. Let's take those out. You're free, you're free. There we go. Mushrooms and snail. Oh, look how cute that is. We have our sticker sheets and our little plastic pipette, and those will be very helpful for when it's time to plant and decorate. I'll get those out. Our handy dandy instructions, our soil, our seeds, one color of sand, two colors of sand, our little gnome friend, hi, nice to meet you, and some white rocks. So I'll put our box right over here to the side so we can reference it if we need to. All right, so let's get started. First, let's take a look at our instructions. And it says gardening can be a little bit messy, so you want to cover your work area and have a cup of water. Here's our cup of water. And paper towels handy. It's helpful to have a plastic spoon for adding the potting mix to your container. All right, so let's go ahead and, all right, I'm going to move all this other stuff out of the way. So our stickers we won't use until later. Our little pipette, I don't think we'll need until a little bit later. Our gnome, our snail, our two little mushrooms, all can be to the side here. And we're going to focus right now on our cool little, I'm going to show you this fun little container. It looks like a mushroom, like that. Okay, so we'll take the top off, and what we're going to do is open your bag of potting mix, which would be this. And we have it in a resealable container, resealable bag, so it's easy to open up just like that. And then this bag we actually have to cut open. So add a little bit of water at a time, and then squish the bag until the mix clumps up together like clay. So let's, oh, you know what, first let's cover our work area with some paper towels. There we go. That will catch anything that might pop out of our bag. Okay, so we're going to just cut this open. And we're going to add some water until it clumps together like clay. And you can just kind of squeeze it together. I'll show you. So just squeeze it together like this. Kind of hold the top closed. And we squeeze it and get all of that potty mix nice and damp. Just like this. And if you feel like right down here, I feel it's a little bit loose still. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. Like that. And hold it tight at the top again and just smush it, squeezing it together so it's nice and wet. Okay, so we did that. Now, using a spoon, or you could probably just dump it in carefully, add about 3/4 of your potting mix to cover the bottom of the container. And then it shows you a picture in the instructions as to how much that might look like. So, there we go. And we will just spoon it out here. And we're putting 3/4 into the bottom of our container. This is so fun already. It is like clay. A little bit crumbly clay. Alright, so let's take a look. Do we have about 3/4 of it in there? Almost. Maybe one more scoop. Bingo. Alright, and then let's kind of level it out just like that. And we'll put this to the side. Alright. Nice and level. Smushing it around just like that. Cool. This is like magical soil. This lets a lot of different things grow in it. And I love that you just need to add water to it. Alright. Next, slowly pour the sand into your container, creating 2 layers. Alright. And again, we give you these cool little reclosable bags, so just in case you don't use all of your sand, you can put it back into your bag. So I'm going to put the orange sand down first, but you can put the orange or the blue, whichever you choose, down in your container first. So we're going to slowly pour it in and kind of turn our container. So the sand will go to the outside of the container and create a cool layer of orange. I'm going to kind of move it around a little bit so it's all covered. You can see, ooh, it's kind of filled in the cracks of all of that potting mix. We'll put some more down wherever you think it might need a little bit more. And I'm just going to save a little bit just in case I want some later. All right, now let's put our blue in. And again, I'm just going to spin it around. Oh, let's move these out of the way so you can see a little bit better. Oh, cool. Pouring sand is really meditative, actually. The sound of it is really cool. Okay, now I'm going to kind of move it around just a little bit so you can see here's our layer of orange and our layer of blue. All right, I think I want a little bit more blue. There you go. Okay, and I think I want a little bit more orange now too. And I'm going to do an overhead so you can see. I'm kind of creating a design up top. So just to make it more interesting, you can kind of see. Fun. So in my imagination, what I've created is a little bit of a blue pond in the middle of an orange area of land. That is in my imagination. Okay, anyway. Keep your container level when adding the sand and when decorating. Avoid tilting or shaking the container or the sand layers will mix together. Pouring the sand close to the edge of the terrarium will help you see the layers better, which we did do. All right, time to plant. Add the white stones to the front of the terrarium and the remaining potting mix to the back. Sprinkle a few chia seeds over the potting mix and then use your eyedropper to water them. All right, so we need our white rocks. And I should mention, wherever you put the planting mix will be where we're putting the chia seeds. So you can put it wherever you want. We recommend doing half and half, where you're putting half the rocks on one side and the potting mix on the other side, just so you can kind of create a little bit of a scene, but you can really do it however you'd like. So all of our rocks will go like this. All of this is going to the front. And when you're adding them, like we had mentioned, you don't really want to move your container too much, or else it will mix all of the sand together. I'm just going to shoosh some of our rocks over. All right, and then we'll use our potting mix to put towards the other side. So we have our white rocks on one side, and we have our potting mix on the other side. And this is just a helpful little hint or tip. If you'd like to clean off the inside of your container after you're done putting the rocks and the soil and the sand in, you can just take a paper towel like this and just kind of bunch it up so it fits inside, and just gently wipe it so it gets the dirt off, like that. All right, so one side you can see we have our rocks, one side you can see we have our potting soil. So let's get our seeds, and these are our little itty bitty chia seeds. And we're going to sprinkle a few chia seeds over the potting mix. So since we only need a couple of them, I'm going to put them in my hand first, so I don't just pour the whole bag in. And we don't recommend pouring the whole bag in, because chia seeds and other seeds, if you put too many of them in one area, they don't grow as well as just putting a couple in. So I'm putting about this many in. I'd call it about 2 pinches. So I'm going to sprinkle it, sprinkling it where we have our potting mix. It's amazing how well this chia just grows so well. And this is going to create a wonderful little background for our little gnome character and our snail. But first we have to water it. So here is our water. And I'm going to show you. All you have to do is you pinch the top part here, put it in the water, and it will suck up the water. So now you can see the water is up to here. Now just pinch it again to release the water, and we're watering our chia seeds. So again, just pinch the top of the dropper, put the tip into the water, and it will suck the water up. And then we're just going to water our seeds by pinching the top of it again to get the water out. And we want to try and water all the seeds that we put in, just like that. And the seeds kind of just, once the water hits them, they kind of just go into the potting mix. So you don't really have to push them down into it. Perfect. All right. So you can save the rest of these seeds to plant next time. Maybe just put it in one of our resealable bags that one of the sands came in, just like that. And you can save it. All right, now it's time to decorate. So we have these adorable little stickers, and let's see, we have our gnome playing the guitar, our lady gnome holding a flower, a little hedgehog with a note. We've got our mailbox, a bee, gnome sweet gnome, and a door. So I think we should go ahead and start putting our stickers on. And so as I mentioned, we're kind of creating a background. So back here is where all of our seeds will start to grow and pop up. So you'll have all of this green back here. So you can kind of put your stickers on knowing where all of that chia will be growing. So I would love to have my little gnome out front like this. He's a gnome friend. Hi. And you can just stick them on. And then back here where it's going to be all green, I think I'd like to add some color. So I'm going to put our little flower sticker back here. And that will be pink on it. So then you can just keep adding stickers however you need, however you'd like. Maybe these little mushrooms would be cute back here by the chia as well. Just put it on like that. And we have some awesome orange flowers. I'll turn it here, and we can put these back here too. So this is kind of the garden of our little gnome home. And then on the front, I have our little gnome door and our gnome friend. And our gnome needs a window to look out of. So let's put our window on, just like that. And I think we need a little bumblebee to help pollinate our flowers, like that, just like that. Cute. So you'll also see that you're given these white stickers too, and these little white dots, they actually go on the top of your mushroom woodland forest container, so it looks more like a mushroom. So we'll add those on too. And these are raised a little bit so they feel a little bit different than the other stickers. I'll just move that out of the way. There you go. And you can put on as many or as little as you would like. It's all up to you. Like this. Maybe another one down here. And maybe one more down here. Okay. And we'll put our stickers to the side. All right. Now it says to arrange the gnome, our gnome, our snail, and our little mini mushrooms into our little scene. So you can put them wherever you'd like, and just gently, so these mushrooms, they have a little stick on them, so you can just gently push it in wherever you want. So just like that, it works out really well. Let's see if you can see from the side. Right in here is where I put that mushroom. I'm going to put the other mushroom over on the other side right here. And our gnome, let's put him right by our little other friendly gnome. And our snail right up here in the front. Now, I want to place him a little bit further up, so I'm going to use my my dropper to push him where I want him to go. So he's right here now. Okay, great. All right, so now we carefully screw the top on. There we go. We are all done with our woodland forest. So all you have to do now is put this in a sunny area so it can get some light. As your seeds start to grow, use your water dropper to keep the soil damp, and use a dry paper towel to remove any excess moisture from the inside of the container. So around the inside of the container, you might see some water droplets, depending on how warm or cool it is in the area that you put your little garden. So you can just use a paper towel and get any water droplets off the edge if you need to. Over time, you might see some fuzzy mold growth on your chia seeds, but that's just natural. So just remove the lid and let your garden dry out a bit, because the air circulation will help that. And it's not harmful, it's just nature's way of breaking down plant material to make new soil. So over time, your garden will need to be replanted. So the extra chia seeds that you have here, you can use those again, and then you can get some soil from your local garden store. But this is really cute, and it shouldn't take too long for your chia seeds to start to grow. So as long as you put it in like a sunny window or some area where it's going to get light, you should see the chia start to grow within the week. And I can't wait for you guys to experience that yourselves. So again, if you want to share what your little woodland forest looks like, you can have an adult or an older friend take a picture and upload it to our social media account, #CreativityforKids. And look for an email coming soon on how you can watch this video again if you'd like to see it again. And I hope that you can join me again. So the next class that I'll be doing is our fold and launch paper airplane kit, which is super fun and super exciting. And I highly recommend, if you're able to attend, you attend with me. So thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun. Bye.